That's another thing. So there's danger zones on both ends of the spectrum. You either short and get squeezed, or you believe in a company and you just keep holding. That's why I like having two brokers, just to give me an option, commission-wise and execution-wise.
And how is it that some brokers have more sell shares to short than other brokers?
Some brokers make deals with the devil. I don't know, to tell you the truth. I mean, there's a whole back end. If you actually get into how short selling is done, a lot of it is just back end paperwork. And they have back end routes and they have different deals with different market makers. I so rarely short these days, I don't even care. But I see messages like, oh, E-Trade doesn't have shares to short of this, or Interactive Brokers doesn't have shares.
Yeah. Like, what are they talking about?
I know, well, Interactive Brokers, their shorting has actually gotten better the past few years since they instituted this new plan where if their customers are long a stock, they can, take out basically a loan against those shares of the customer who's long. If you enter your shares into this program that they have, and then if they have enough customers who are long, then they can reserve shares to short, because shorts are just kind of like mirror images of longs. So that's increased their shorts. And then they pay people. They want to be able to deliver more shorts because that gets more fees, and they charge those fees to short sellers. So shorting has frankly become a little easier in the past few years. And then a lot of my top students are short sellers. So that gets a lot of demand. It basically created the demand for shorts. So brokers don't care. They just want the commissions.
Yeah.
Like CODX is fading big time now. So anybody who shorted right near the open, in the 180s, 190s, they're very happy now. It's in the 140s. So shorts, it's not a bad strategy. I made millions of dollars on that strategy. I just think that is very dangerous for people with small accounts, and especially for people who are not used to these stocks moving so fast. I see a lot of messages from people who are, it's kind of like a deer in headlights situation. And they short because they think the stock is up too much, and then it just keeps going. And then they don't know what to do. And we've seen several big short squeezes. Look at this. I just got a tweet. Blew up half my micro account this week. Everyone goes through this, and I'm lucky it's a small amount of money in the grand scheme of things, but I'm taking a few months off. How do you blow up? Probably going short.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I haven't seen any stock that drops, 50%, but I've seen a lot of stocks that spike 50% or more. But that's why my rule number one is, cut losses quickly. I know it's not exciting. Let's see, gigantic loss on FSAL. No, he was going long on FSAL, but FSAL had a warrants. That's another thing. So there's danger zones on both ends of the spectrum. You either short and get squeezed, or you believe in a company and you just keep holding. FCEL gapped down big because they did a financing overnight. 70 cents down to 45 cents. I guess you could have cut losses in the 60s, but he obviously didn't cut losses. If you believe in these companies too much, you're going to get burned. If you think that all these companies should just, drop, you're probably going to get burned. There's a way in between where if you're meticulous and you go in and out, that's basically the safe zone. I have a lot of losses. I'm wrong a third of the time. I just cut them very, very closely. If you look at my losses, I cut losses like such a bitch. It's crazy. I'm like the biggest bitch in Wall Street. Sorry for my language, but it's true. And I think that's a good way to be. I don't wake up stressed. I don't get stressed trading. If you don't have risk management, I don't know how you trade. I don't know how some of these people trade, but then they blow up, and then, they learn the hard way.
Sometimes they only can learn the hard way.
Well, that's the thing. I'm like, okay, if you're going to put up this much resistance, to my rules, lose big and then come back with a better attitude. And it's crazy. Sometimes that needs to happen. They need to experience it themselves. And it sucks, but again, that's, at least he has the right attitude where it's like it is a small amount in the grand scheme of things, no matter what it is. You shouldn't trade with like your rent money or, money that you need for food, but losing money just sucks. Losing a lot of money really sucks. It messes with everything. It messes with your head, it messes with your account, it messes with your future. So I'd rather miss trades galore than, open myself up to potential disaster.
Hey, Tim Sykes, Millionaire Mentor and Trader. Thank you for watching my videos. I hope that they help you. I want to share everything that I've learned over the years. You can check out more videos right over there. And also click subscribe so that you can watch all of these videos, get that knowledge, and become my next millionaire student.